to a long speech from me, I have a surprise for you. Will you join me in welcoming the President of the United States?
The purpose of this event, and we've been doing several of these and bringing folks in from all across the country, is to make sure that you know what we're doing, but also that we know what you're doing. And hopefully setting up those lines of communication will lead to improvement in terms of the federal government's performance at the local level and give you the tools and the resources you need to advocate for your communities, but also to make sure that they're getting the services that they need. I've said this before. People ask me about the first couple of years of my presidency, and I'm very proud of the track record of what we've done. But I said at a news conference a while back, we were in such a hurry to get things done that sometimes we forgot that part of our job is to change how things do get done in this town. That the process is important, not just the policy outcomes. And I think that we start getting very Congress-focused and very ingrown, and what we needed to do was make sure that we got back to the spirit that brought us here in the first place, which is making sure that grassroots folks are constantly in communications with us. So we've been trying to set up a number of different mechanisms to do that. We've held hundreds of roundtable events across the country with administration officials and community leaders just like you. We launched what we're calling a Champions of Change series. So each week we bring a group of folks from across the country to the White House who are doing wonderful stuff. Last week it was people from rural communities who are doing really interesting things on clean energy or helping veterans or helping access health services in rural communities. And we've launched a community leader briefing series, which is why all of you are here. I don't know if you knew that's what it was called. But I hope that what you've been able to do is, number one, interact directly with some of the top officials here in the White House. It's given you a better sense of the kinds of programs that we're initiating, programs that are already in place, whether it's what we can do for small businesses, what you can do for veterans, and hopefully it will give you some ideas about how you can do your jobs more effectively. But it's a two-way street. You also need to be able to communicate directly to our folks and say, this program may have had the best of intentions, but it's not reaching the people it needs to, or here are the folks who are still being left out. And that's the kind of constant feedback loop that we want to set up with local communities, and you guys are an integral part of it.